YouTube channel, as always, give it just a second for anybody who's going to show up. What is up? Today's video. Chat, remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. I'm gonna open this up on my laptop. Today's video, I'm talking about becoming an owner operator, because I ran into a couple guys and they were asking me. They were looking at becoming a. Hey, from Motown, Dan Terlicki. What's up, Dan Terlicki? If you got any questions or comments, we're more than welcome to share this video. Please subscribe and let your friends and everybody else that you know about my YouTube channel and what's going on. Today's video is obviously talking about becoming an owner operator and some of the things, and I got my laptop on. That way I can give me just a second. I'm trying to line some stuff out for my talking points. And I'm trying to get back to my main channel stuff, so give me a second. Plus, I know it takes time for people to see the videos and stuff. But other than that, you know, what's been going on with y'all, man? I'm currently right here in Pilot. That y'all see is this truck. Too late now. Say that. Like I said, today's video talking about becoming an owner operator. 15 steps. If you type into Google 15 steps of becoming an owner operator. Oh. If you type into Google or whatever your native search engine is, if you type into there, go back, 15 steps to becoming an owner operator. It's going to take you to what the hell is this? Come on, it's going to take you to Transportation Compliance Services. That's the website. That's probably one of the first websites you're going to see. That's one you got to pay for all this different stuff. All this stuff you could do yourself when it comes to becoming an owner operator. All this stuff is stuff that you could do yourself. If y'all need something to write on, I'm going to give you this website. I used it as a template for kind of how I wanted to go about getting all this stuff. And all this stuff I did myself. Everything that's on here I did myself. But you go online, type in 15 steps to becoming an owner operator, or 15 steps to become a successful owner operator. And it'll take you to truckstop.com. I always give people this website because it's pretty simple. All the stuff you could do, and they're not trying to get no money from you for the information. I'm going to go over a little bit of the synopsis of what you'll find on this website. In general, an owner operator owns a small business and runs it day-to-day operations. In trucking, an owner operator is a self-employed truck driver who transports goods for customers. Owner operators are independent drivers that don't work for a specific company. Instead, they might have multiple regular shipping clients, or they may use tools like the truckstop.com load board, dat load board, convoy load board. Hold on, who else? XPO load board, Coyote Go load board, Freight Snyder load board. It's a bunch of different load boards and stuff out there. Anyway, getting back to what we're talking about. I'll get into the oil field later on in this video. Give me just a second because I also need to fold my clothes too. And one of the things that it says in here is evaluate your personal situation. Becoming an owner operator and truck driver in general is more than a career, it's a lifestyle choice. So keep that in mind, because OTR truck drivers may spend weeks on the road away from their families, friends. That makes a difficult career choice, for some people. If you're a single parent, if you're caring for an elderly family member, being OTR, being a truck driver over the road, that's going to be a little bit tricky. So keep that stuff in mind for your situations when it comes to becoming an owner operator out here on the road, and you're going to be away from your family. Number 2, assess your finances. This is one of the biggest things when it comes to becoming an owner operator, and you really need to look. You really need to look at your financial situation and becoming an owner operator. I'll read you number 2. Assess your finances. Striking out on your own requires personal investment, which could mean taking on additional debt. Before buying or leasing a vehicle, evaluate your financial situation. Lease to Highway Freight Systems Incorporated. What's up, pilot? Flying J guy. If you have a family who depends on your owner operator income, build up emergency savings before going on your own. This creates a safety net if you have so much. Okay. The video cut off. I don't know why I did that. Hopefully my phone didn't get hot. No, it didn't. Anyway, as I was saying, if you have family who depends on you, on your owner operator income, build up emergency savings. I'm going to talk about this emergency savings because I know it firsthand. Build up emergency savings before going at it on your own. This creates a safety net if you have slow months or breakdowns, or you don't get regular loads and stuff like that. Number 3, get your commercial driver's license, getting your CDL. Anytime I run into somebody of the same persuasion, I always strike the conversation up to them about, when are you going to get your own truck or your own fleet of trucks, or become a company owner, such and such, so on and so forth. And I notice the conversation always comes back to the same thing of, there's a storm coming through here. The conversation always comes back to the same thing of, they don't know where to get started. They don't know what to, how to look for a truck. And I always give them the same information. Look for a truck for what you're going to do with that truck. Look for the type of truck that you're interested in beginning building your company with. You want a truck that will give you the most use out of it with the most options, and is not going to break your bank. Like I talked to a guy day before yesterday. in Memphis before I made it over here. Let me explain that to y'all. Picked up a load of chips or something over there in Memphis, brought it over here to Grand Prairie, Texas, dropped that off this morning, got unloaded 8 hours early, bam. Went ahead and went to the next place that I'm going to pick up from, which is in Fort Worth, to see if I can get loaded early, take off, get to Plainview, Texas. They said, no, I can't get loaded until my load time, which is going to be tomorrow about 2 o'clock, which is fine. I'm going to sit here at the pilot. I'm already parked. I'm not moving because you move out of a spot over here, you lose it. But I got here in the morning time. People were leaving from taking their break and so on and so forth. So everything works out. For those of you that are watching this video and you don't have a CDL, I would encourage you to get a CDL. You're always hearing people talking about a driver shortage. There's never a driver shortage. There's just that much. There's just that much opportunity in trucking. So you're gonna hear some noise because I need to fold these clothes after waiting all that time to wash them. Nothing like fresh, clean clothes that have just been washed and dried. And trying to remember where I was just talking about. Getting your CDL. That's a great option. Get your commercial driver's license. We're gonna go on to the next one, number 4. And if you haven't seen this already, 15 steps to become a successful owner operator. You can find this on the truckstop.com website. Just type in 15 steps to become a successful owner operator. These are just some bullet points. I use this as a template. As I said before, I use this as a template. That's not a parking space, dude. But you might get in there. I use this as a personal template for what I was looking for and kind of what I had in mind as far as man, this doggone thing is not acting right. As far as my options and things that I kind of wanted to set my business around, because originally I was going to put this truck in the oil field, but then I drew but anyway, number 4, form a business. Decide what kind of business you're going to have. Apply for your USDOT number, which that's just automatic unless you're going to run underneath somebody else's authority. That means you're going to run underneath somebody else's DOT numbers. They're going to charge you more or less some fees and stuff for using their authority, being underneath their insurance, because they're going to get charged back for that. Decide whether you want to be a LLC, S corp, proprietary, incorporated, and the list goes on. File for your USDOT number. That you're going to have to go to the FMCSA website. You're going to go on there and you're going to fill out all the information. At the point that you get to that, where you're getting your own authority, put yourself in the best position that you can to venture out as far as you can within having your own authority. And that's from contracts to broker and freight, everything. That way, if you come across something else in the future, you're already set up for that. And trucking authority. Now, getting your trucking authority may seem like a lot. You can go through a third-party company who will fill out all the information. OIDA does it. I think they charge like $700. But going into the industry, like this $700 ain't nothing. That ain't no big deal. Yeah, that ain't helping at all. And that's behind me. I'm not gonna worry about that. Anyway, because you're gonna have a USDOT number, and you're going to have your MC number. Your MC number has to be active. Once you get your insurance and all of that stuff lined out, then your MC number will go active and you will be able to haul anything you want, whether it's inside of your state or it is outside of your state. Purchasing truck insurance. You're going to have $1 million in cargo. There's no way around that, especially if you're going to be hauling different stuff. Don't get caught up in a situation where you're underinsured, because they're going to eat you alive for that one. But the main thing is, don't get into any accidents. Purchasing truck insurance. Shop around for your truck insurance. Make sure you have the qualified insurance. If you know that you're going to be over the road, you know that you're going to be hauling for Amazon, Snyder, Werner, Swift, you're going to sign an owner-operator packet for them. It doesn't mean that you're leased underneath them. It means that you, with your own authority, you can haul their freight. It's like me being signed on to haul Snyder's freight. It's like me being signed on to haul Werner's freight. I don't think I'm gonna haul on to haul Swift freight, because you got Werner, you got Swift is good enough. I'm pretty sure I'm signed on to haul with Landstar, but I have to go back and check to make sure that all of my stuff is up to date. Can't really remember. Decide whether to buy or lease a truck. Man, this is an in-depth conversation. I've heard plenty of people have this conversation about. And this is number 7 on that 15 steps to becoming a successful owner-operator. Purchasing truck insurance. Number 8, decide whether to buy or lease a truck. This is the situation that I ran into when I was getting ready to buy my own truck. I had to ask myself what kind of truck I wanted to buy, what I wanted to use the truck for, the motor, the transmission. I don't treat all of it as it's the same. The condition of the motor, the condition of the truck, the interior, all of those things make a difference if you're going to be living in that truck for a period of time. And I can tell you, from owning this truck has its little quirks and stuff. It's rattly because there's a lot of plastic and stuff in here, but at least it's good quality plastic. Like, it's not breaking off. The doors and hinges and handles and stuff aren't breaking off and stuff like that. It's got all the curtains in it so that when it's daylight, you want to shut out as much light as you can so that you can sleep and reassemble. Copy that just like it's night feeling. It makes it a lot easier to go to sleep when you don't have light beaming in on you when you're trying to go to sleep. Buying your own truck is usually the best option for owner operators, but it can mean a hefty down payment up front. If you can afford a down payment, get a loan for a new truck or used truck, then pay it off over time until you have full equity. Leasing a vehicle is cheaper, but then you don't own it, so you won't build up any equity and may end up paying more in the long run. Keep that in mind. To figure out which is the best, answer the question: how long will I keep the vehicle? Do the financing options work for my budget? Are there any tax implications and benefits? I came to the realization I was going to be purchasing my own truck. I worked in the oil field for a number of years, saved up quite a bit, and I knew I had enough to buy the truck twice. Buy the truck and then buy the truck again if I had to buy the truck again. Because if your motor blows up, you're going to be buying another truck. Whether it's that same truck that you already got, why didn't you go into What's up, Justin Jackman? Why didn't you go into the oil field? I'd already been in the oil field from 14 to 2020 of last year, and the oil field was slow. Like, stuff was slow. And when I put this truck on the road, uh, it was during the peak season, the holiday season, and just everything fell into place, man. I mean, everything took off. I was rolling. Uh, Stayed busy, slowed down a little bit once the holidays fell off in January, and I took January, February off, most of January, at least half of January, all of February, and like a couple weeks in March. I took all that time off. Pretty sure I've said this in videos before. Pilot, dude, you were busy picking up trash today. That's why I didn't put this truck in the oil field. And I'm not really big on getting dirty. And I've spent plenty of time. I've spent plenty of time getting dirty in the oil field, and I kind of wanted to break from being dirty. I enjoy being clean. That's one of the reasons I didn't get a flatbed. I enjoy being clean. And but I am considering going back to the oil field because I missed what I was doing in the oil field. And the money difference between having one truck and working in the oil field, what I was doing before I left, ain't that far off. And I do notice that my creative juices don't flow as much. My creative juices don't flow as much as an owner operator the way they did when I was a what's up there, flat top Freightliner, looking good on there with that flatbed. I noticed that my creative juices didn't flow as much. They don't flow as much now. Like, I have to kind of stop. Versus when I work in the oil field, like I had like idea after idea after idea after idea. But I don't have them as much now. I don't have as much just creative thought. So that's one of the things that makes me want to go back to the oil field. Plus, I liked what I was doing to a point where buying a truck became secondary. And buying a truck was always the option and the plan when I went to the oil field. But then I began to learn different stuff, and I was like, man, you know what? Man, let me go learn to do some more stuff. Let me go learn to do frac fueling. Frac fueling was awesome. Shout out to Jeff Pillington. Shout out to Shaq. Shout out to Nick. Haul water with Nick. Haul flatbed over at Purity with Nick. Me and Shaq ever work at the same place? I don't know. Command center don't count. I mean, like a main job type place. Like I said before, I'm folding clothes as I'm talking. So, but anyway, the main thing is all urban hip hop news. Watch from Nigeria. It's cool that you notice a difference where you're fired up and where you aren't. Yeah, and for me that's the biggest thing. I've got a friend of mine that's an owner operator, and he was telling me, like he's always said it, I like being my own boss. I like owning my own truck. And I always looked at him and I'm like, yeah, I think I'd like that too. But for me, the only thing that matters is the bottom line, man. Like what my bottom line is. It's like we'll go to a great point that they make on this 15 steps to becoming a successful owner operator. Also, option number 9 or note point number 9 is outline a business plan, executive summary, company overview, marketing plan, goals and milestones, list of staff, if any, financial plan. We're gonna go on down here because I think I already talked about purchasing a truck. Whether you want to lease a truck or Oh, you in North Dakota? Not right now. I'm not in North Dakota. Urban hip hop news. Is that Did I do a video with you? All urban hip hop news. No, he wasn't from Nigeria. I think he was from Jamaica. Uh, use low boards to find freight. Low boards are great to find freight, and they're even better when it's something specialized. You know the way Amazon is. Amazon sticks with Amazon, but Amazon will also haul stuff to themselves. And as an owner operator, that's a great tool, man, because Amazon's everywhere. Uber is also a great tool. I hauled a great paying load. Actually, my first load I hauled for them with my own trailer was awesome to go 1,100 miles or 1,000 miles, and it was almost $4 a mile. And the first load with the other one, it was like $4.50 a mile. I was like, hell yeah, ka-ching. Uh, when you get in your own company, you're gonna have to get e-logs unless you have something that's pre 2000, and that's engine date pre 2000, or the engine date is dated like the first quarter of 2000 on back. That's the best explanation that I got from it when I did my research on getting something that old. The problem was when I was looking for a truck, trying to find a truck that was that old, that had been immaculately taken care of, that wasn't priced ridiculously. Before they came out with that e-log, I mean not the e-log stuff. Yeah, before they came out with the e-log mandate that everything 2000 and up, you have to have e-logs. You could have got them same trucks like 5-10 grand. They were just sitting up in people's yards, man. But then after they came out with that e-log thing, that's when all of a sudden them trucks that were worth $10,000 and they still are worth $10,000, they became $30,000 trucks, $35,000 trucks. Everything that's pre-emission is almost automatic a $30,000 truck. Auctions are great. Auctions are great tools, whether it be Ritchie Brothers, Taylor and Martin, Iron Planet. Trying to think of another good place to get a truck from. Be careful when purchasing a truck out of Canada. If it's in Canada, there's a lot of hoops and stuff that you have to go through. I was looking at getting a truck out of Canada, but then when I did the research on what I would need to get it out of Canada, it's a piece of paper. Why did you leave the oil field? Sorry, my question are behind. Really appreciate you. Urban hip hop. I'm going back to North Dakota. I've been trying to get a load going back up that way, but there's like you can get a load going to Fargo, get a load going to Bismarck, but getting a load going to northwestern North Dakota is almost an impossibility. Chasing Andrew Jackson, what's up, bro? Tomorrow I'll be out that way. Lowe's got to be there at like 9 o'clock in the morning. If I see you, shout out to you, bro. Cause I don't have no load planned after that. And I've seen a couple loads. One of them comes back this way, but today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's gonna be Thursday. That load's gonna empty out Friday in Plainview, and then I plan on heading down to appreciate that, Sam. I am. Then I'm gonna be heading down to Midland and Odessa, Texas, just so I can see. Because the last time I was down, I really didn't have a chance to go around, check stuff out. But I kind of want to spend a weekend in that area and kind of do the same thing I did in North Dakota in the Bakken the first time I went up there. Went up there, saw it, spent the weekend, and then Monday, just kind of went around to the unemployment office just to kind of get a feel for what was going on, what the place is like, what the job market is like, because there are a couple of things in the oil field that I still like to do, and some of them have a rotation where I can do both. Bam, run my truck on my off days, like a 20 and 10 or 14 and 14, and situations like that. So that would be perfect. Boom, run my own truck on my off days, and then do my physical work, oil field work on my own days. So that's kind of, I'm looking for that 20 and 10, 14 and 14, and I got at least three things I know that I like to go back to the oil field and do. Frack is not one of them. Frack is not one of them. Drilling is not one of them. Uh, Workover rig, hell no. Like I was saying, getting electronic log ELD, you're gonna need that. Factoring, you're gonna have to decide whether you want to go through a factoring company or you want to wait. Every place does not pay the same amount of time. Some places it'll be 30 days, depending on what you're hauling, who you're hauling it with. Some of them it is 90 days. Factoring is 1.5% of the load, depending on which company. Some of them it's 2. Some of them, man, they were talking about 4%. Like, hell no, man, get out of my face. Uh, Number 13, follow the golden rule of profit ratio. This is where I got mine from, but I changed mine up some, and I thought it was a great point. I can't show y'all what I'm talking about. Yes, I can. Hold on a second. There we go. Following the golden rule of profit ratio. To know if your owner operated business is performing well, you need to know that it's profitable. That means knowing your profit margin. First, calculate your gross profit. This is the difference between your revenue and operating expenses. For example, $200 in revenue minus $150 in expenses equals $50 in gross profit. Divide that by your total revenue, and you have your profit margin, which you can represent as a percentage. And you see that down there, that 50 divided by 200 equals, so your ratio is 25%. I do 1/3. 1/3 works just fine for me. So everybody's may be different. Everybody's may be different. But that's a good rule. Me personally, I think 1/3 is great. Take home a third. 1/3 is for operating expenses. The other third is for taxes, which I look at taxes different from operating expenses. Operating expenses is just my fuel, repairs, and food and entertainment. My notebook's back. My notebook is back there. I'm not getting it right now. What's good, bro? Alaska Trucker. Bruh, Alaska Trucker, leave me a comment, man. We need to have a talk about something. I think I left a comment on your YouTube channel. I'm gonna see what's going on down here. When I get up to North Dakota, I may look to get something going out that way, because it doesn't start. Because Alaskan Trucker, you have to already be signed on with them before the season starts. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or at least when I've talked to guys about it, that's what they said. They said that you need to already be signed on with them by late October, late November, something like that. So the season starts in December, January. You can run until March or something like that. I don't remember exactly, and I didn't write all the information down. And I didn't have no truck at the time. Create a system for managing finances. And number 15, create a system for managing finances. Make your health a priority. Now, as far as trucking goes, that is pretty much it. Close all tabs. Yeah. Now we can start talking about the oil field. I missed a I missed a job fair in Midland, Odessa, Texas that I wanted to go to. I told a dude on Facebook about it because he said he's kind of close out that way, so he go check that out. And he was kind of in between whether he wanted to go drive trucks, haul sand, haul water, and I'm just telling him, hey man, explore as many options as you can because you're young, you got time, you can explore, learn, see what you like, see what you don't like, and get a good grasp on this industry that you're interested in being involved in. And being an owner operator may not be something that you want to do because hell, you may want to drive trucks overseas. Damn, I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk to him. Keep forgetting about that, man. Driving trucks overseas, like every time I forget about that. Driving trucks overseas is another one. I don't know if they do it as much as they used to. I know somebody was trying to get me to come over there, and was it Iraq? But every time I filled out the job application, they kept trying to get me to work in Houston, and like I don't want to work in Houston unless it's like a Halliburton oil field in Alaska pays good. Yeah, appreciate that, Andrew. And you know what? That's another option. But it wasn't oil field; it was the ice roads. I kind of wanted it. I was offered an opportunity to do that in 18 or 19. I think it was 19. But I was at Patriot. And I wasn't going nowhere once I got there. Once I got there, I'm like, oh, this is a wrap. This is a wrap, homie. That's a great company, man. I work with great people. Y'all can check out my oil field videos if you want to know. Damn it, I just turned that off. If you kind of want to know an idea of what Alaskan Trucking Company, would you look at that? It's like a sign. If you kind of want an idea of what working in the oil field is like, as far as working in the oil field, there were some videos that I've done where I was at work working at the time. Give you an example. Oilfield CDL jobs, it was like a month ago. It's got 311 views on it. That's one when I was hauling water. So if you want to know what hauling water is like, that's a video of me hauling water. The rig down video, which was before that was after we had finished working on the wheel. Alaska Trucks, I myself overlooked the notification. My bad. Most companies, Carlisle, land. Hold on just a second, y'all. Land and mid-cap normally want you to run the summer unless you have the blessing from a company person to run the winter. I got you. And it's kind of like North Dakota. North Dakota they want somebody that already has winter driving experience up there, because like when that stuff hits up there, like it hits, it's like when the ice storms hit, they'll tell you that there's an ice storm warning, but you don't realize how bad it is until it hits. And it's like every time there's an ice storm, it's always at night. Hold on a second. Like I was saying, every single time there's an ice storm in North Dakota, it always hits at night. It's never in the daytime. It's always at night after shift change. Every time there's an ice storm. So it's usually after shift change or it starts at shift change. So the roads are fine, and then as day shift I mean, as night shift gets there, day shift on their way back run into the ice. That's how old boy in the tanker died. That's how those four guys in the pickup truck died. They slid off the road. That's how the woman got T-boned by the pickup truck. You know, it shift change. And at shift change, going to work was fine. The ice storm started, then that's usually like a 30-45 minute window between, excuse me, depending on where you're going and how far you have to travel. The Bakken is usually an hour and a half usually at the most, unless they're just really trying to build a client and they're like you're driving that far. Hall Road, they would really expect you to run the parks just to prove yourself. Expect it's just now starting to pick up. October through March is normal season, and March is the last pickup. Alaskan trucker, are you owner operator up there or company driver? Or like, what's the? I'm gonna look up that stuff that you put on there. Matter of fact, before I've been and forgot. That way, I'll have a chance to go back and. Which, like you said, they want you to run the summer. That way they know that you're going to be there during the winter. So, I mean, I understand that one, bro. I can't be mad at that. Tiger Monkey, what's up, bro? Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Like, bro. Okay, I hurt my back. I don't know how I did it. All I know is, like, I've tweaked my back before. But when I hurt my back this time, like I was afraid because I had never felt it in it. I had never hurt my back like that before, and I never felt that before. And I was worried, like, okay, is this it? Like, is this permanent? Is this what it feels like? It's gonna be like this for the rest of my life. And I don't know, maybe I was outside the truck doing something and leaned over the wrong way, or I know I was working on my truck and I had to like lean over in a position and I had to stay there trying to mess with this hose on these up underneath the hood. And I know I felt like the straining situation sensation and the burning sensation in my back, but I was like, you know, man, I need to finish working on this. Oh, good, was planning on surgery. This one I just didn't make it to the end. Man, have you tried like the rolling foam thing? I got one. It helps, but I don't know if it would help once you get to a certain point. Like when you get like that, I don't know if it helps there. I got a family member who had surgery 3 or 4 months ago, and he seems to be doing a lot better. He seems to be doing a lot better. So that's a tough one, man, because I've heard it from everybody. A family member, he seems to be doing good. He seems to be he's healing up pretty good. He's moving around pretty good. So keep that in mind, man. That's one of the things that made me not go back to over the road when I went to the oil field. I came from over the road to the oil field, and there was a part of me when I was driving over the road like, hey, this isn't going to work long term. You know, a year, 2 years, you know, that's fine. But once it gets to like that third and fourth year, you know, it felt like my body was getting stiff and stuff. You know, I could feel the difference, and I was 30, 31, up until about I was 33, went to the oil field at 34. And that was one of the things that kept me in the oil field, because I could, I would work, but I was also drive trucks. So I had the advantage of utilizing my CDL while, still doing some active work. I'm blessed that I didn't get hurt significantly working in frac. I am blessed by God that I did not get hurt working in frac, because there's a lot of situations working in frac where you would think a person should get hurt. When you're team lifting a 4-inch Chickson, and at this time, who was that? Neighbors didn't have those handles to lift, the Chickson with by team. So you had that one person grab one wing, the other person grab the other wing if it's a double wing, or they grab the wing and the thread, and you would carry that sucker like that, because they could only get it so close, and they're not going to use that crane to move a Chickson. You just got to carry that one. Lifting 4-inch long joints, and you go to lift one with somebody who hasn't lifted something like that before, and they weren't ready for it, and a person can easily hurt their back. I've seen people hurt their back to where they go to lift it, and the other person fails at lifting it, and they drop it, and just that force from them dropping it like that, that can hurt your back, because you weren't ready for that situation. You were prepared for a team lift to go either from your waist to your shoulder, and on your way going to your shoulder, the other side drops, and it shifts your center of gravity, or your center of gravity where you were expecting to lift that weight. So keep that stuff in mind. Let me get back to the comments for a second. Seniority. Yep, Alaska trucker seniority. Let me get back to these comments. A good thing on surgery this winter, just didn't make it till the end. I got you, bro. Good channel for self-treatment for back injuries is Bob and Brad. They are physical therapists. They always have lots of good exercise to do. Because you know what, man? I can say, Rosemary, you bring up a real good point. When I went to the gym, is it raining again? Golly, man. Just rain and rain. Hey, North Dakota, we got all y'all rain down here. So if y'all want to pay us to ship y'all some of this rain back, we'll ship it to you. Just pay us. We'll go to the creek somewhere, because I'm telling you, we got all y'all rain and all your water that you're not getting. We got it in Mississippi, in that Mississippi River, and all the creeks. It's going to be dirty and have some dirt in it, but all the water y'all need in North Dakota, Montana, California, we can bring it to you. We'll bring it to you, and we'll spread all over the place, wherever you want it at. It's fresh water too, so keep that in mind. Rosemary, you bring a good point. That's why I had to take a picture of that. When it comes to those back exercises do work, but I think they're they are a preventative. I don't know how they would work once you get to the point of needing surgery. I ain't no doctor, man, so I don't know. But Rosemary, you bring up a good point, and you said that they got a YouTube channel called Bob and Brad. They're physical therapists. So I took a picture of that. I'm gonna save that and check them out later. First had back surgery after she trashed her back doing heavy work for years. Didn't work. She had 5 or 6 repeat surgeries for the same problem. Man, ain't nobody trying to go through that 5 or 6 surgeries, man. Hey, trying to get that lined out the first time. Whatever the problem is, whatever the issue is, trying to get that lined out that first time. Alaskan trucker. When I came back to Alaska, better to learn all truck. Except Carlisle is hiring a lot of owner operators because they part of the JV Fund umbrella. Okay. And Linda expecting goes on. Okay. Um, Trying to remember what I was talking about before. But Alaskan Trucker, man, is good to get up with you. Um, Tanker Monkey is good to get up with you. And I am coming out there. I'm coming out there, man. We've got to make a joint video. I got to make one with you. I've got to make one with Jeff. I got to make one with Shaq. I got to make one with Ye's up there. And Jeff called me and told me a story. Like Jeff was like, "Hey," he was like, "Yeah, he went to go work in the oil field, and he got a job on a drilling rig." And when he said that, I was like, "You mean like fueling a drilling rig?" He's like, "No, a job on a drilling rig." And I'm like, "You know what they do, right? You know what kind of work they do, right?" And I'm like, "Hey, whoa, bro, whoa. No, that's you're past that. You're not doing that. Hey, whoa. Whoa. Uh, for those of you out there that are drillers, that's awesome. More power to you. And keep doing what y'all been doing. I've seen you guys work. I've seen you work over rig guys work. You are harder than I am. I can tell you straight to your face. You are harder than I am. I've seen y'all work. I've got video. I'm trying to think if there's any audio on that video. Is it just him working? I'm gonna see if I can upload that and put that together with some other videos. I hadn't made an Oilfield video in a good little while. That's what I was doing. I was talking about Oilfield videos. As far as what I've done in the oil field, Williston, North Dakota oilfield jobs, wireline and fracking. It's like 5 minutes and 12 seconds long. That's one where I was doing pump down. Pump down consists of you're pumping down wireline. They're gonna frack a stage, then they're gonna go down with wireline, and wireline's gonna set off the charges in the ground, crack the rock, frack them, come back in after that, and stimulate the well and crack those cracks bigger to expose the oil out of the pores in the shale. And that's what pump down is. Some companies have their own pump down and wireline. Some companies they do the wireline and then they third party out pump down. And it also depends on the engineering and what the company man wants, or what the formula for the well calls for. So for those of you that are out there, wireline is a great thing to get into. You're gonna have to be able to pass a background test, because you're gonna have to be able to get your alcohol, tobacco, and firearms for dealing with and handling explosives. One of my favorite oil field jobs. Let me make sure I answered all y'all comments. Yeah, because Alaskan Trucker, yeah, bro. I wanted to look into that, but I was kind of trying to time it just right, because I know I got a doctor's appointment in November, so I want to get West Texas out the way. Go over there, check that out. See what's going on over there. Holler at some people over there. All right, JP, I gotta get ready and head to Fairbanks. Be safe out there. All right, Alaskan Trucker, man, you take a seat. You take it easy, man, and be safe out there. Take them again. No drivers up here. Everyone is hiring. Man, and you know what, bro? As crazy as it sounds, I told somebody else this, man. I actually missed the winter. I actually missed the winter in North Dakota. Never did I ever thought that would be what I miss. I do miss working in the oil field. What's up, bro? I do miss working in the oil field, but I've noticed over this past summer going into fall, you know, I'm ready for some winter. I'm ready for some winter. I'm ready for some winter. And I think we had some winter down south this past winter where it got to like 10 degrees. Got to like 10 degrees and the world was ending. Walmart closed. Dude, they closed Walmarts in the south because of that. You know, we all heard what happened in Texas. They had the power outages in Texas. It was because of the ice and stuff, which sucked, but it was like weird at the same time. Like 10 degrees, that's what did y'all in? Really? Turkey Michael, what'd you say? I missed the Minnesota winter, so I get it. Oh man, I missed the Minnesota winter. You know what? I don't miss Minnesota winters. I do not miss winters in Minnesota. It's fine when it's just that, you know, when it's that cute snow in Minnesota, like, oh, it's snowing. But then when the blizzard comes through, it ain't fun no more. You know, and I've had the privilege of driving. I left the Walmart that I had delivered to. This was 2012, 2013. I left the Walmart that I had delivered to, and I saw that the storm was coming behind me. And I was like, okay, if I can hurry up, get up out of here, then I can beat the storm. As I left the Walmart, headed east, the storm caught up to me. And at this point, it's like, okay, I'm on the highway. If I pull out the highway, that's probably it. I'm not going to be going there. So the goal was if I could keep enough speed, I might be able to outpace the storm. And sure enough, as I'm driving, I've told this story plenty of times. As I'm driving, the storm is gaining on me, and I'm noticing like cars going past me. 5 minutes later, in the ditch, a truck went past me. 5-10 minutes later, in the ditch. Like every car and truck that went past me went in the ditch. And after a while, I just started laughing because I'm like, hey, you know, if y'all just slow down, you might not go in the ditch. And it was one after another. And I'll never forget this dude hauling cars, and he had a trailer full of cars. He went by me. 5-10 minutes later, because I'm doing probably like 20, 25. I don't think I was even driving that fast. Somewhere between 20 and 15 miles an hour on the highway. After he passed me and he was in the ditch, nobody else passed me the entire, this was probably 5-6 hours from Minneapolis to that Walmart distribution center they have in Wisconsin. It's right off the highway. Because I remember like that whole night just like being wide awake. Because when you're in a situation like that, your adrenaline's going, it's pressure, and it tends to keep you up. Plus I had some coffee too, so that was like a lifesaver. Oh yeah, for those of you that are looking at getting in the truck, I've made a video about what I pack in my Oilfield bag. You see these are lifesavers. These have gotten me through 18 hours of driving. Yeah, because I left that day. I left about 10 o'clock that morning. I got there 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning the next day. So these things are lifesavers, and they're really low on sodium, so they don't destroy your teeth as bad. Stay away from wild Dutchman sunflower seeds, which they only sell them up in the northern states. North Dakota, they don't have that much salt on them. They sell some at the Loves. They don't have that much salt in them. But the kettle roast original giant sunflower seeds, those are awesome. Hold on, check the comments. Nice. Well, the thing is, North Dakota winters, they don't just. It's not just the winter. It's it's the fact that it's winter in every direction. It's winter in every direction. So no matter where you go, and it's a still quiet winter. It's not like the way Minnesota is. Minnesota, it'll snow. You'll have excitements of winter. North Dakota is just still. It's still until a front comes through, and then it's back to being still again with some wind. What did you say? Sand is paying good right now, like for like 60 miles. Hopper bottom. So I have to find somebody with a hopper bottom. Or rent their hopper bottom. Tanker Monkey with the same people out of Newtown on the left side of the road. What is that, 10? Or is that 23? You know what I'm talking about? With them, hey, Rosemary, there's a lot of people coming from. There's a lot of people coming. Yes. Yep. That's what I was thinking. Hey, they've been running the show. Tanker Monkey, they've been running the show. They ain't going well. I saw that my second year in the Bakken. I saw that, okay, I see who's running stuff. Because think about where they're at, where they're located at. They can easily do anything in Newtown. Boom, they can get down there to Killdeer. And the fact that I think they're the biggest company in Newtown as far as the oil field services. Running Bison, that one. They I don't think they're even close. As far as that's in Newtown. Yeah. Trying to think what else to talk about. Yep. As soon as you said that, and you know what? Think about that. 2 or 3 turns a day, at least 3, and you ain't went no fault. You ain't even went 200 miles. I still got the vac pump on my truck. I thought about taking it off and putting a blower on there for sand, hopper bottom. So.
Make up your mind there, driver. Which lane do you want? You want to run up the road or just 3 stop stand? Okay?
3 a day. 3 a day. That's easy work, man. That's easy work. I figure what they coming out of Powers Lake, Newtown, or was that? Would they be coming out of Miles City? Would they be coming out of Montana going to Killdeer? I think they be going all the way to Dickinson to come up to Killdeer. Unless Killdeer has a place close by. I know they got one in Powers Lake where they offload, and I think there's one in Stanley. Nope, ain't no parking spots, bro. Ain't no parking spots. Newtown Rail Yard, Killdeer. Yep. Okay. Yep. North Dakota, man. Who knew That would be the place that would just stick with you. Still haven't been to the state of California yet, so I'm kind of looking at those options because I saw low going somewhere out of West Texas going to California, and I kind of wanted to get that off of my list. And dude, to be honest, man, drive-ins paying pretty good, man. I'm just being Richard. Drive-in ain't bad, especially if you have your own trailer. You know, you get in with an Amazon or Uber, but it's scarce when you get out there to Williston, out there to the Bakken. Like, it is scarce. But when they call asking about, hey, do you have a truck in the Williston area, man, they pretty much got to pay what you want, because there ain't a whole lot of trucks coming out of that area, especially with drive-in. Like, they have some flatbed loads, but it's not a lot of drive-in stuff. Or if it is, it's going west or it's going southwest. And I have had to not bobtail, but deadhead places, deadhead down there halfway across the country, because everything was going back up northeast. I'm like, doggone it, I don't want to go back up northeast. I'm trying to get somewhere down here. Or West Texas, westernly, somewhere in Texas, Oklahoma, I ought to go there, Iowa, North Dakota, Nebraska, Illinois, somewhere up there like that, Missouri. Memphis, I'll run Memphis all day long, because Memphis is less traffic, and the traffic in Memphis actually it moves. Like, the traffic in Memphis has a rhythm, and it'll move to it. Atlanta ain't like that. Where was I at? Going up 81, going up through Virginia. Once you start getting near Washington and DC, dude, bro. Did I make a video? Yeah. The video before this one, the live video before this one, trucking and traffic. That was just, it was drive slow to a stop, drive slow to a stop, drive slow to a stop, all the way down until I got like far away from Washington DC. And this is on 81. You ain't even close to DC, by normal standards. So got my tiger shirt. I know, it's awesome. I want to get me a white one like this too. I'll be on eBay for them shirts, man. I like stuff that looks different, but yet still has character to it. Cause I wanna come back out there before it gets cold. I wanna come back out to North Dakota before North Dakota gets cold. And if something hits off just right, because I was saying earlier in this video, if I can get a 14 and 14 that's in the 100,000 range, awesome. If I can get a 20 and 10 that's in the 100,000 range, which I know two places I want to go talk to in North Dakota.
Get it up, gotcha.
I know two places that I want to go talk to in North Dakota. Texas, I don't know about, but I'm in Texas right now at the pilot.
Until you go really slow.
Let me guess, there's a slowdown on 35 again?
Do that compression 10 mile an hour until we get up there on the highway there until we ask. I forgot what I was thinking about. Andrew seems to be doing good in Texas and sand. It seems like more miles. That's one thing I can
I've never hauled sand, but I've hauled water in the Bakken. I know, like you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Because when I came up there, spring of this year, stuff wasn't, it wasn't, it wasn't like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. I'm gonna stick to what I've been doing. And I'll be honest with you, man. Like I ain't really even been at home. Like I'll be at home for like a couple weeks, 2, 3 weeks, and then I'm back out here on the road because like I stay moving, man. I stay rolling. I stay going somewhere. The adventure of life is living it. The adventure of life itself is living it. By all means, I absolutely plan on living it. And living it is not in Mississippi. Living it is not in Mississippi. But when you get ready to retire and you live somewhere where your house is valued in the hundreds of thousands of dollar range, and you want to liquidate that and come buy you a house in the $150,000 range, I said, man, let me tell y'all, is that Wi-Fi on? Because a former coworker was asking me about homes in Mississippi, and I had to show him. House. House, 50 acres. House, 50 acres for sale in Mississippi. It ain't just Mississippi, it's Mississippi, Alabama. You can get some amazing stuff in Alabama. And man, I thought Mississippi was poor. Alabama just as bad. I didn't realize that till I got to going around, Birmingham. You're like, hey, Memphis is bad, but Birmingham is like, whoa. Like, hey, somebody need to call the National Guard. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I want to give y'all an example of, because I sent him a couple of pictures of some houses for sale. I'll get back to oilfield related stuff in a minute. Yeah, but he was asking me about houses for sale with like 50 acres, and I sent him a couple of them, but this was on my phone. Lands of America is mostly going to show you land. Land Watch is mostly Zillow. Zillow always give you a good example. Bruh, had me some okra. It depends on who cooks the okra, and getting the okra fresh. That's the biggest thing. Who cooks the okra? Getting the okra fresh. Come on over here. Yeah. You can get okra from what's that place? Chester's at Love's. It's alright. They're not. Their okra is it's like commercial. It's not. It's not some that somebody has made from scratch. The recipe, they have it, they know it. I think I sent them a couple of these houses. Hold on a minute. Turn around. Like I sent them these two houses. Like the 4-bedroom, 2,600 square feet. The five bedroom, 3 bath, 2,700 square feet. Man, this doggone thing won't go down. Just talking about a little bit of everything today. And these are most of these houses. If it's in the $100,000 range, it's usually you're paying for the neighborhood it's in. If it's in Mississippi and it's got $100,000, $200,000, you're paying for your neighbors. You're paying for who's around you. That trailer you see, you're either paying for some land with that or where it's located at. And that's it. It's a 6-bedroom, 3-bath. Hold on. Damn. Grenada. There's nothing in Grenada. Give me just a second. I'm kind of getting distracted looking at homes and stuff.
Going on the scales there.
Go down. Go down.
Fucking retard.
Is somebody in there taking a shower on the scale again? That's not bad. I'm not a big fan of that. Anyway, we're talking about oil field related stuff. And it is getting hot in here. It's like it rains and it gets hot. It rains and it gets hot. But what was the last thing on y'all said? Fried okra. And yes, I like fried okra from time to time, man. But it has to be fresh. It has to be. I like fried okra from like home, like fried okra from somewhere in Mississippi. Even if it's a gas station, I like gas station fried okra because they usually gonna know, you know, what they're doing, how they cook it, also how to give you fried okra. If you buy some fried okra, it needs to have napkins in the bottom of the container or the bag, whatever they put it in. Don't just give somebody some fried okra in a styrofoam plate. Like, you don't do that. I don't know why they do that, but if you give somebody some fried okra, they order some fried okra. The fried okra needs to be in a container with napkins or paper towel in the bottom of it. That's how that works. I'm gonna look at some homes later on. But we're talking about oil field related stuff. And Tanker Monkey, I'm getting in touch with you when I get up there. Matter of fact, I know ain't gonna be no load going up that way from here. That's a drive-in. Flatbed, I could find one because even trying to look for one now, which is what I'm doing. Load search. Because I found some loads that were up north. One was in New York City. I wasn't going up in there to go get that. I don't care how much it paid. Destination North Dakota. And there's never nothing going to Montana. North Dakota. But I always put Montana on there just in case. There's never anything going to Montana. If I find something that'll go to Washington, I'll find a load that'll be going to Oregon. The only thing is, I've only been as far as Bozeman, Montana, so I'm not familiar with what's west past that. I know, you know, there's mountains and stuff. That like eastern Montana, I know what to expect. You know, the hills, you know, some badlands coming through all that, but that's no big deal. I've driven my personal vehicle through Glacier National Park, and I don't remember a lot of semi-truck traffic going up through there. Montana, Minnesota. Let's see what kind of loads are coming out of there from anywhere near Lubbock, Texas tomorrow. Okay, they got 11 loads. One going to Missoula. That's not bad. 30,000 pounds. 1,800 miles from Missoula. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on a second. I gotta think for a minute. Sharp to Plainview. So that is over there before you get to Flathead Reservation. Go through Butte, Bozeman. That's not bad though, and at least it's on this side of the mountain. So, but that's not bad. That is not bad. 30 tractor supplies and parts. Load tracking not required. 8 ratchet straps and an E-track trailer. I don't have an E-track. Plymouth, Montana, Norman, Oklahoma. That's 277 miles, and it doesn't go where I want it to. Kalispell, Montana. El Paso, Texas. I'm not driving that doggone far. Exactly. Just everything's a drive off somewhere or something. But anyway, getting back to the oil field related stuff. If y'all have any questions, you have to ask me. Like I kind of run out of stuff to talk about after a while for a video that's been on for an hour and 30 or something like that. I think it cut off at one point. Norman, Oklahoma to Plymouth, Minnesota. R&R Express. That's $3. That's $3.56 a mile. That's $3 a mile. That's $3.10 a mile for 30,000 pounds. For 811 miles for 11,000 pounds. A 53-foot trailer, Julia, Illinois, Elmhurst, so it's got stops in it. Then you ain't paying enough. Anyway, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. Y'all have any questions, by all means, ask them before I turn this video off. Thought about hauling y'all in there to the truck stop, but it's probably fixing to rain again. And I'm pretty much finished folding my clothes, so it's a good time to thanks for the window on your world. Rosemary, you are welcome. Tanker Monkey, Rosemary, you are very welcome. You are always welcome to come back and tune in to more videos. And I've got to put together some more oil field videos for my YouTube channel. I might work on one tonight because my load don't pick up till 2 o'clock tomorrow. And staying up tonight will allow me to sleep as much as I can into the day before picking that load up. I'm already off duty. Tanker Monkey, Texas in winter, North Dakota in the summer. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm already in Texas right now. I'm in Fort Worth. So it's like, hey, I'm already in Fort Worth. Hey, get to haul some oil field and some sand. Now, while I'm here, then head up to North Dakota in springtime. Like, yeah, avoid the Tanker Monkey. Have y'all had that much rain up there this year? I've been hearing it's been a drought all year long. Like I was saying, if they need water, bro, we can bring it to you. If they need fresh water for fires, we can ship it up there to y'all. We can ship it up there to y'all. All the fresh water y'all want. Just let us know. We can start putting out big. We can start putting out those Poseidon tanks, and when a hurricane comes through, the hurricane can fill it up and then we can haul out there to you. Hell, we ought to be able to make y'all a damn pipeline for water. Cause all your water that y'all ain't getting up north, we're getting it down here in the south. All of your rain that y'all ain't getting, we're getting it. Trying to think what else, man. There was some owner operator stuff somebody had asked me about. Employ the Bakken Facebook page. Tons of jobs on there. Just recently. I appreciate the Sam I am. I appreciate the content JP thinking about trying North Dakota oilfield out. Sam I am, go for it, bro. Go for it. You know, hey, you can start off working at the temp agency just to kind of, you know, it's weird to say, but you know, just kind of vacation it. Cause I was thinking they were gonna have some work when I went back in May of this year, but wasn't no work available. So I was like, okay, I'm not fit to hang around here too much longer. But employ the Bakken Facebook page. Hold on a minute. Employ the Bakken. Employ the Bakken. The hell, everything except what I look for is coming up on here. Hold on, give me a minute. I gotta look that up. Is that a Facebook page? Okay, I see it. Okay. 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 Looking for water haulers immediately. Pay percentages of haul. You determine your pay on hauling loads. Require CDL, clean MVR, negative pass a drug test, H2S PEC, or one basic medical card. Housing available. What? Small company, very family oriented, will work with you on days off and working hours, never require you to sleep in the truck or slip seat. Okay, you got my attention. Need ASAP. Will consider part-time. Also, tier 1 company working north of Kildare with lots of work. Water truck, paying $30 an hour. Winch truck, 25%. Hot shot. Hydrovac operator, $34 an hour. Swamper. So yeah. Sand hard. Thank you, Rogers. I'm looking at that right now. Tiger Monkey. Do I have to bring my own hopper bottle, or am I using theirs? I ain't saying no names, but yeah, yeah. Because that was the last place that I talked to before I left. I left North Dakota because that was when they were transitioning from the 130s to the 160s or the 165s. Matter of fact, I think everybody transitioned from the 130s because some people had like the 120s, 130s, and they wanted to get away from those to the 160s, the 160s, 160, 165, 170s, and stuff like that. And once I get up there, I'll kind of network with you about mechanic shops and stuff like that in the area. What? Okay. Doggone it, I'm about to be going back to North Dakota. Man. Employ the bucket. Hold on a minute. I'm looking at some stuff. Tiger Monkey got me distracted. Because I can tell y'all from firsthand experience working in North Dakota, when it's moving, like when it's going, that place is fun, man. When it's when it's got that when it's got that blood of the oil field flowing, oh yeah, bro. What? Hey man, I don't know if they still work there, but I used to know some marathon. I used to know some company man. Yeah. I don't know if they still work in the office, but yeah, I used to know quite a few of them. At least three or four of them. We work with the same ones all the time. But yeah. But yeah, y'all have to ask me some questions. I'm kind of running out of. Yeah, if I hadn't already sent that request to Because I'm telling you, before I left the Bakken, that's who I talked to. That was the company I talked to. Now, uh, I don't I don't have those cards and stuff that I used to have, but yeah, but yeah, yeah. But as far as being an owner operator goes, overall it's awesome. But like I said before, I do miss I miss work. I miss working. And don't get me wrong, being an owner operator is work. By the grace of God, I haven't had any major breakdowns. Lord willing, I don't have any. Which is another thing that's kind of made me stay around a local area outside of occasionally going way off somewhere. Like I went from Memphis to Mountaintop, Pennsylvania. Then I got a load from Mountaintop, Pennsylvania to Goldsboro, North Carolina. Then when I got there, I couldn't find nothing going in the direction I wanted, at the weight that I wanted, at the price that I wanted. And the biggest thing was I couldn't find anything coming this way. Everything was either going into Florida, and I'll do upper Florida. I'm not going past Orlando. I'm not going down off in there. But upper part of Florida, fine. I'll run up in there, if something's a good rate, and then take a crappy rate coming out. It is what it is, unless you find a great rate coming out of Florida, which is definitely not the average. And somebody be on Facebook or YouTube telling you, man, they get $5 a mile every time they come out of Florida. Okay, that's great. I hope you continue to get that $5 a mile. Oh, but anyway. But I think I am ready to go back to the oil field. Because even when I haul water, hauling water is fun because I could turn and burn. Boom, 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 boom. Especially right there in Newtown. The NGL, the whiteout, I don't think it's NGL anymore. 1804 was the one up there on the hill next to that. You had those three. Then they built, I think it's the newer one behind the big truck stop, United Agronomy. That one that's before you start going towards Williston. That one back off in there. And the water depot over in Sanish for hauling fresh water. There's a disposal back off in there too, but I can't remember where it was at. And hey, man, you were talking about Interplus in one of your videos. Cause I've hauled water from Interplus wells. I've hauled water from Interplus wells. But this was some years ago. Interplus had a bunch of sour wells. What's the? It's not Newtown. What's the other? It's on the same reservation. What's the other one? Out there by BIE 14. What's that? What's the name of that? Mandaree. Yeah. Interplus had a bunch of wells, a bunch of sour wells back off in there, behind Mandaree, and they had a bunch of them on the other side of What is the name of that doggone highway? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Newtown, Mandaree. On the other side of 22. Yeah. Yeah, because 73 was in between Wofford City and Mandaree. 73 is how you got to Mandaree. Four Bears Water Depot. I think I've hauled water from that. You got creek over there on the other side of the road. Frac fueling. For those of you companies that do frac fueling, or if they're still up there, Creek Oilfield Services, which Creek bought out SBG. Pinnacle. I think Pinnacle's schedule when I last talked to some guys that worked there was you work 1 day on, 1 day off. Work 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off. And if they got extra work, hey, you can work all you could work to your heart's content. But that's frac fueling. I don't know if Prairie Fuel still does fuel. Somebody else was telling me about another company. I'm trying to think what the name of that company was. Anyway, I don't remember. But frac fueling, if you don't have any oil field experience, swamper, it's gonna suck. Being a swamper is gonna suck, plain and simple. Sucking out, vacuuming out, drilling pit tanks, that's gonna suck. Plain and simple. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I don't need this computer on anymore because I am not using it right now. Gonna go get me some dinner, either from IHOP. Go get me some dinner. Get me a burger and some fries. Unplug that. Unplug that. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to all you guys that have joined me today. You guys are awesome. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. That's if this thing is going to stay here and not fall off. Thank you guys for joining me today. Close the curtains on these windows on this truck before I forgot about it. That's one thing I can say. I like having curtains on my truck. I don't know if y'all can see the curtains or not. Like these curtains right here. You can see out the window and stuff. So these are pretty doggone awesome. One thing I know I will be changing without a shadow of a doubt. I will be changing this mini fridge that I have off in here. That has to go. Because something I would like to have is to be able to sit up in my sleeper. And I can't do that with this thing right here. And I know the space where this mini fridge is. The space where this mini fridge is would be perfect for building a kind of like the way they got that Kind of like the way they got this right here set up. Have that, and then build up to about right back here. Just build the shelving. Probably take the shelving back to probably about right here, because I don't need to stick out that much. Just need it far enough to be able to put my printer, my other little stuff. Shout out to Richie Brothers, and y'all know who it is, JPTV 3000. Shout out to Richie Brothers, you guys are awesome. This is a lifesaver if you're gonna have a dry van or a reefer, or definitely a dry van. That is almost a must-have. Really makes blowing out a trailer a heck of a lot easier. You just plug that battery up to that sucker, blow it all out, and just make sure you pick it up later. Trying to find somewhere to put this phone at. What? Hell yeah, man. That is perfect. That is perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Clean clothes. Clean clothes. Excellent. Excellent. I've got too many clothes up here. Y'all know where the blue towel come from. I don't have to, Bears Den. Yeah. Bears Den is on that side. The Bears Den is the south side of 73. Yeah. I think I got that right. Bears Den is not back off in BIA 14. I could turn that off. Yeah, I'm done with that. That's done. So, whatever y'all are gonna do, if you're looking at buying your own truck, make sure you get a truck that fits what you need. Make sure you get a truck that fits what you need and for what you're gonna do with it. Yeah, that refrigerator's coming out of here. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that one. That refrigerator's coming out of here. Because I don't use it enough. And then when I do use the refrigerator and I go home and I'm at home for like 2 or 3 weeks, I gotta come back in here, clean it out, sanitize it, get alcohol, like clean it all the way out like that every single time I go home. Because the moisture builds up in it and then it starts to smell every single time. The only time it didn't do that was when I'm not running it. And to be honest, that little smaller fridge that they sell at the truck stop, that just works a lot better, to be honest with you. That little smaller fridge that they sell in a truck stop, that's really about all I need. Or the one they sell at Walmart, that's really about all I need. I don't need this. That's just too much refrigerator, and I'd rather have the storage space to put this stuff here and get rid of this and sit this back up. That way when I'm in the sleeper, I can sit down and sit up. That's one thing that it's nagging to me, is not being able to sit up and just sit back and relax. Because sometimes you get tired of sitting in that driver's seat. But the driver's seats are captain seats. Show y'all what I'm talking about. So this is one of the awesome things about these seats. The phone will stay there, or maybe it won't. Maybe the stupid phone won't. Hold on. Put that right there. All right. This seat actually slide it forward. Make sure you pull the little yeah. The seat actually slides all the way around. You can turn it like facing that way. So that does make it more comfortable. So screw it. Anyway, I think y'all pretty much get the gist of what I'm talking about. Anyway, slides all the way around. Slides all the way around. Oh. Okay, screw that. I'm not playing with that stupid seat. But anyway, that is that. Keep my shower backpack right there. That way, boom, get ready to go take a shower. Got the backpack right there, already ready to go. Put the laptop back up. Make sure the laptop is in a position it ain't gonna fall out of and fall onto the floor like it has 2 or 3 times already. Put all my clothes and stuff. Put all my clothes and stuff back up. And all I gotta do is go wash my linen off of my bed. And I will have done everything that is required that needs to be addressed in my truck as far as living wise. Then I can go get something to eat. And of course it's going to be truck stop food because I'm at the truck stop. Maybe Uber Eats or something. Truck stops definitely do not have the most healthiest food. Yes, as if that's something y'all didn't already know. And I keep a piece of luggage because if something happens and I have to fly somewhere, I got some luggage. So I don't need as many clothes as I have, but I tend to stay out for a period of time. I got my old phone, my old Samsung Galaxy Note 4 that I used to do all my video and stuff on. It's still an awesome phone. One of the biggest things is it lets you record what's in front of the camera and what's behind the camera, and that's pretty awesome. But the newer cameras don't let you do that. I guess they would get too hot. Anyway, this is JPTV 3000. I'll let you guys later. I think this video has been like 2 hours long or something. So, shout out to everybody out there in YouTube land, all the friends and family, people that have helped the man get what the man has gotten to. Say thank you to all you guys. Say thank you to. It's just annoying. Want to say thank you to everybody, whoever you are, wherever you're from. Keep your head up. Stay positive in this world. Keep focused on your goals. Don't be afraid to shake things up. Try new things. Learn new things. Put yourself in a better position today than you were yesterday. And it never hurts to learn something new. It never hurts to learn something new. But I must admit, that in my pursuit of life, I do enjoy learning. And learning is always an awesome thing. But I'm fixing to go learn me something to eat. Might even get me some coffee, work on some videos tonight. I have not decided yet. Hopefully I don't get run over by a truck. Because I'm at the very back of the parking lot. I could have parked closer up front. I could have parked closer up front, but this morning I was tired. I only had like 2 or 3 hours of sleep after I drove from Memphis, got to Grand Prairie. I had maybe like an hour and something on the clock. Went to sleep for probably about 30-45 minutes. Somebody came over there, beating on the door, waking me up. Hey, you gotta move, you gotta move. I moved, dry eyes, went parked in dock door 10, and as it happened, went to sleep for maybe another hour, woke up, they started, they're open at 8 o'clock, went inside, talked to the people. Yeah, where you at? I'm in dock door 10. Okay, yeah, we're gonna check your seal. They checked my seal. All I had to do was open up my doors, boom, they unloaded me in like 10 minutes. That was it. So that load got delivered 8 hours ahead of schedule. Can't beat it. All right, guys, same YouTube channel as always, JPTV3000. Y'all can check me out on YouTube and occasionally on Facebook. I want to give a shout out to Tanker Monkey, Chasing Andrew Jackson, Rosemary. Peace. See y'all later. Tanker Monkey, thanks for showing up, bro. I just went down the list and just started liking all your videos. I did the same thing with Chasing Andrew Jackson because I've been missing something. So I like to put on like forensic files when I'm driving down the highway. Like put forensic files on and just let those play. Plug the Locking Facebook page. Sam I Am, thanks for tuning in. Chasing Andrew Jackson, you was on here, Alaskan Trucker. I know you at work right. You at work right about now, or yeah, you said you headed to Fairbanks, Alaska. Oh damn, that's what I should have asked him. Chasing Andrew Jackson and Tanker Monkey showed up today, man. Ice road, good man. Oilfield in Alaska pays good. What's good, bro? All hip hop news. Justin Jackman. I want to say thank you to all you guys that showed up today, and I'll holler at y'all later. JPTV 3000. Peace. What time is it? Do I want to watch that right now? So I'll take it in there with me now. Wash it now. But their washing machines might not be working. And if I do go in there, walk all the way back out here, they are working, then I gotta go all the way back in there. Take it back in there, wash it again. Or just take it in there, just take it in there now. Get in there now. Hopefully it won't switch. Yeah. Peace.